What's going on? YouTube, it's ya boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video. Take a minute, drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comments section. Thank you guys for joining me as always. We are back for another NBA High Five. Get you guys started on this slate. As you guys know, this is an early look. I'm not aware of injury news that have come out at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those times, okay? I don't know what's happening in the future. All I know is what's going on right now. So I'm going to put y'all in the best position to get y'all's day started on the right track of how I think the builds need to go today, and send you on your merry way. All right, greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Y'all know that by now. Prize Picks and DFS both smashed last night. We have now gone 8-1 last couple days on Prize Picks using the NBA prop tool. And I mentioned it last night. I won over $1,000 on Prize Picks last night. This is the amazing part about the tools, and this is the exact reason I built these tools, for this exact thing to be able to be possible. I made over $1,000 on Prize Picks. Okay, it took me a total of 2 minutes finding my plays and posting them. That's it. 2 minutes. I made over $1,000 in 2 minutes of work. That's the game changer, because so many people in this business in sports betting, they spend all day trying to just look at every possible thing they can. Now with DFS you have to. With DFS, there's too much that goes into daily fantasy sports and the way you got to build and all that different stuff that you do have to study it. You really have to be on top of things and all that. But when it comes to player props, you're really just wanting that over under, and you're wanting to take all the analytics that go with it, but it's easy to kind of shorten that research time. And that's exactly what we've done with the tools, is shorten that research time, make it super duper simple to understand the best plays that you can play on the slate and know it immediately. And like I said, the picks that I got using 2 minutes off the player prop tool, I'm not even bullshitting y'all. 2 minutes I was on that player prop tool, found my favorite, which is easy to do because you can sort by difference and immediately know your favorites, and then posted them and then swept them. Did not miss a single prize pick and made over 1K in 2 minutes of research time that I used for prize picks. DFS had an amazing night as well. Let's go ahead and keep it going, baby. So that's all we do, man. That's why we provide the optimals at Greenlight, to give you an idea of what we believe to be the most optimal version you can play in DFS. We also give you the optimizers with our projections to make life easier, to shorten up your research time, make it easier for you to be competitive every single night without having to bust your ass. Because a lot of people have 9 to 5 jobs, a lot of people have regular jobs, people have time with their family they need to spend, and they can't compete in DFS, they can't compete in player props even, because they just don't have the time to be competitive. And that's exactly what Greenlight is here for. All right. Anyways, yeah, so it was an amazing night last night, man. It's what we always strive for. We smashed DFS, DK, FanDuel, and Sweat Prize Picks. So you can't ask for a better night. So let's run it back again tonight. We have a 9-game slate on tap for us today. Let's get into it. Starting off at point guard today, we have Ja Morant going against the Lakers. This is a beautiful spot, man. I think Ja's going to go crazy. Ja Morant's one of those guys who steps his game up in these type of matchups, going against big guys like a LeBron James type teams. Ja Morant is ready to go here, all right? And I think he's going to absolutely dominate. Amazing matchup. I think he's a fantastic play. Almost have him projected at 50, as you can see. Ja Morant's one of my favorite spend ups. Obviously, Luka's the highest projected guy on the entire slate. So far, I don't have a ton of Luka, solely on the fact that it's a tough matchup against Miami and he's super duper expensive. But we do have some value that could possibly open the door for that and make it possible. I'll go ahead and talk about him right now. It's going to be Isaiah Hartenstein. You have Mitchell Robinson out for New York. So that is going to open up some value here for New York. At bare min 3K, Isaiah Hartenstein is an amazing value today with no Mitchell Robinson. They're going to need that size down low against Atlanta. So Isaiah Hartenstein will see extra minutes, extra usage, all that with no Mitchell Robinson. He's a fantastic value play, and he's one of the value plays that I like today. Dwight Powell's popping as a value. Dorian Finney-Smith's popping as a value. Another guy who will get a bump with no Mitchell Robinson is Jericho Sims. He's a guy that will get some value as well. He's going to be lower owned than Hartenstein if you want to pivot off of that, but I do have Hartenstein straight up. RJ Barrett's another guy that I really, really like. I was debating between him and this other guy I'm going to talk about in the high five. I'm going to go ahead and go with this other guy just solely off the fact that I just love this game environment, and it's going to be Desmond Bane. I'm rocking Desmond Bane tonight and John Morant just because I love Memphis here against the Lakers. It's a fantastic spot. It is a spot that I'm definitely wanting to attack. Desmond Bane and John Morant are the two main guys on this Memphis team I want to have exposure to, and they're both fantastic options in my opinion today. But like I said, you could save some money and go RJ Barrett if you would like to. He pops as a very good value on the slate today. Like if you go to all RJ Barrett, I have RJ Barrett literally projected higher for GPPs than Desmond Bane. Barrett has tremendous upside. He does. I'm going Bane just because of that environment. I really love this spot for Memphis tonight, and I think they're going to go out there and ball out. I think Ja and Bane are both going to have big games, but you can definitely go down from Bane and throw in an RJ and save 500 if you would like to do that. All right? At center, I'm going to rock with Jonas Valanciunas. Now, Orlando's been really giving it up to centers. Okay, they've really been struggling to centers, and Jonas is in a fantastic spot. You've got Najee questionable. You've got Herb Jones questionable. You've got Brandon Ingram still out. You've got Zion still out. I mean, they have a lot of injuries they're dealing with right now, and Jonas Valanciunas and CJ McCollum are going to be expected to carry this entire team. The matchup is fantastic for Jonas, like I just mentioned. They've been struggling against bigs. They gave up 60 to Jokic, gave up over 41 to Kessler of Utah, gave up almost 50 to Nurkic. I mean, they've just been getting absolutely destroyed. Okay, so Jonas Valanciunas could. I would not be surprised if I end up looking when the end of this slate happens and Jonas Valanciunas is sitting at over 50 DraftKings points. I will not be shocked by that. He could possibly have a huge one here. Last but not least, man, dude's been balling for us, and I'm gonna just keep going back to the well. Josh Giddey has been fantastic. Josh Giddey has been fantastic, and you can't ask for much of a better matchup than against Sacramento, a team that both of these teams don't play much defense. This should be a solid pace. Like, this game is another good one. Josh Giddey is in a fantastic spot once again. This dude's been amazing last 5 games. Against Miami, 55. Then against Philly, he was kind of normal, 38, and then 51 against Chicago, 52 against Brooklyn, 43 against Indiana. This dude is putting it up, and this is a guy that can put up in all 3 categories: points, rebounds, and assists, all that. Josh Giddey's a fantastic option. And like I said, his upside is unmatched with what he can do in multiple categories. Like, he could easily drop another 50 bomb here. And at 7-7, I have him projected over 40. He grades out as fantastic value for me. I really, really love him here. All right? And that's it. We're getting a couple Memphis guys going against the Lakers because I think that's one of the best spots tonight. Could Memphis blow the doors off the Lakers? Sure. Lakers being home, I'm hoping they're able to keep it somewhat competitive, so we'll see. LeBron James seems to always be questionable. If he misses, then it's going to be a little iffy there. Like, there definitely could be blowout potential if he happens to not play, but I'm expecting LeBron should play. And so John Morant and Desmond Bane are going to be the main focal points for Memphis. Absolutely love those two guys. Isaiah Hartenstein as the value play today. I love him with no Mitchell Robinson. Jericho Sims is another sneaky, cheap guy for New York that could possibly have a big game. Either one of these guys could both blow up. I mean, literally at GPPs, you can go either one. In cash, Hartenstein feels safer. Josh Giddey has been fantastic. Jonas Valanciunas, fantastic spot as well. And we still have 5,300 remaining. I had somebody complain the other day because I think I made my lineup and then I did the 5 players, and they complained because there was only 4,800 remaining for the rest of the lineup. And so I'm purposely making sure I keep it over 5K for y'all. All right? Because I don't want those comments in the comment section complaining because it's under 5K left remaining. All right? I got you. Now, at the end of the day, this is not like, at the end of the day, too, it shouldn't matter because, I mean, as long as I'm not going like Doncic, Morant, all the top players and just leaving literally no chance to make something out of that. It shouldn't matter because things change so much. This is a starting point to give you an idea of what spend ups kind of are the move, what value's the best, and kind of get you started on the slate. Okay, that's about it there. Do y'all want to take a look at? It's like y'all can answer me right now. Let's take a look at the player props tool real quick. Get an idea what the player prop tool is like for props today, real quick, just like a quick glance. All right, we've got Tyler Harrow at the top. A lot of Harrow props are booming. The prop tool really likes Harrow, Miles Turner, Steven Adams, Bam Adebayo, Podol, Jaren Jackson, Jordan Clarkson. All these guys are looking really, really good. Tyler Harrow, for instance, rebounds. His prop line's 4.5 on PrizePicks. Vegas likes the over pretty heavily at minus 145. I have him projected over 5. So he's a solid one. We've got Bam Adebayo, one of my favorite plays of the slate, probably the prop tool's number one play, seeing that the Vegas line is so heavy on this side, and we have him projected over as well. So it's a fantastic thing, man. Use this player prop tool. Like I said, made $1,000 last night, and use this for 2 minutes, just like I just did with y'all. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get this money tonight, and I'm out. Peace.